Inflation is reduced, the border is secure, and our president is definitely not suffering from dementia. The left thinks just because they tell us those things, it makes it true because they think we are that stupid. But now that another week of Democrat gaslighting is nearly behind us, you know I have to crown some losers of the week. And as usual, the pool is deep. First up is the blatantly racist Minneapolis Federation of Teachers Union and their new fully illegal and unconstitutional agreement with the school district, which requires white teachers to be laid off first, based not on merit, not on seniority, but based solely on race. But get this, that agreement, the racist and completely illegal stipulation to access white teachers first, wasn't just on a wish list or thrown around by a few morons in a meeting. It was the part of the negotiation that ended a 2-week teacher strike. So yes, that means that teachers in Minneapolis, teachers tasked with educating, shaping, and mentoring young minds, mandated discrimination against white people in order to return to the job. That's how absolutely woked up our society and education system has gotten. That's not a reparation, that's BS. In fact, that agreement is so asinine and ridiculous, I wouldn't be surprised if its advocates were sipping on my next loser of the week when they came up with it. Yes, if you haven't heard and you might have some wild cherry Capri Sun pouches sitting around your fridge, you might want to listen up. Kraft Heinz, the company responsible for producing the popular juice pouches, has recalled nearly 6,000 cases of the wild cherry flavor over possible contamination from a cleaning solution. Now, this was a voluntary recall, but the decision was made after customers noticed a little something extra in the flavor. When I read about this recall, I couldn't help but remember one of our losers last week, the dermatologist out of Irvine, California, who attempted to poison her husband with drain cleaner. Had she just administered some good old-fashioned kid-friendly Capri Sun Plus cleaning solution, she might have gotten away with it. What a world, what a world. But to round out this week's loser bracket, I have selected an entire generation, Gen Z. Turns out that generation has given a cute name to laziness. They call it quiet quitting. It's the new phenomenon taking the Gen Z crowd by storm, and hint, hint, it has to do with doing less work. You're shocked, I know. Quiet quitting is the practice now favored by young people that entails putting in less effort at work and simply doing the bare minimum. This quiet quitting trend is backed by Gallup research that suggests in the first quarter of 2022, only 31% of Gen Z workers felt engaged at work. And though most rational folks would recognize this as problematic, some of these quiet quitters refer to it as working smarter, not harder. No, it's called being lazy AF, and it's what happens when parents allow their entitled little brat kids to grow up on TikTok and Instagram believing it's cute and cool to be a mediocre human so long as they can call it something that sounds important. You know, at some point, boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials are going to retire or die, and that's the workforce we're going to be left with. God save us. If these brats want to quietly quit something, let it be voting. Those are my losers of the week, all deserving, all headache-inducing.